Welcome, 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 students, to the Bonsai Kai Dojo. Class is in session, and I am your sensei. Quit! Sorry, Johnny Lawrence, this is not your show. Students, it's been about a week or so since we've posted here, and I would like to proudly introduce the guest sensei. They have returned to the stream or to the video. Welcome back, guest sensei. We're glad to have you.
I'm happy to be back.
That's right. That is correct, students. So, I must give a disclaimer about the topic of this video. It may be very controversial to some, and to others it might just make a lot of sense, or it might not make any sense at all. Shout out to JDW is here in the chat. If any of you are watching in the chat, feel free to speak up. Okay, so if you are a fan of the Cobra Kai web series, or if you are a fan of the Karate Kid trilogy, that's correct, folks, I said trilogy, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, the Bonsai Kai Dojo, by hitting that red subscribe button down below, and tap the little post notification bell right next to it, and select all uploads so you do not miss any of our future streams or videos. So, also, we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and now we currently have 532. So definitely subscribe down below. And if you enjoy our content, or if just enjoy Mr. Miyagi and Daniel-san and the whole crew, make sure to leave a like down below. Let's see if we can get 100 likes. All right, now that we've done enough self-promotion, let's jump into this. So here's the deal. In season 2, when Daniel's walking the beach, trying to find balance, trying to figure out why his life has gotten so upside down, he runs into a man that looks like Mr. Miyagi from behind. So obviously we can see this is a Spanish dude, and Mr. Miyagi was an Asian dude, right? But I will tell you, this guy right here is, if you want to look on a spiritual realm, this man right here is Mr. Miyagi talking from the other side. Because I don't know if you guys are spiritual at all. I've dove into it a little bit in the past couple of years, and I've made some pretty wild discoveries, things that I didn't think were possible. And it's been said that Mr. Miyagi is communicating to Daniel through this man. Now, before I even looked up this scene on YouTube, which I put a link in the description if you want to check it out, there's a comment right here, which I will put up for you. Should have definitely had this prepared. While I'm talking, while I'm trying to pull up this picture, I'll let the guest sensei elaborate. Do you think that it is possible that on a spiritual level that this could be Miyagi, and why do you think it is?
I mean, I do think that it could be Miyagi, because there's a reason why he looks exactly like Miyagi. There's a reason why he's fishing just like Miyagi would have been doing. You know, like, think about it. Writers are not going to put that in there for no reason at all. They're giving you a hint that this is significant to Miyagi in some way, and then he ends up saying that, you know, the fish will come and bite. When you have something worth biting, the fish will come to you. At the exact moment when Daniel is struggling because he's trying to get more students for Miyagi-Do, and he's going out of his way to try and promote it, and nothing is happening. And now he realizes, oh, maybe I don't have to promote it. They'll just come to me naturally.
I agree. And what JDW is saying, I don't think Mr. Miyagi would approve of anything that Daniel has done. I would say yes and no with that. I think Mr. Miyagi would like the fact that Daniel is continuing the art of Miyagi-Do, but I just don't think that he likes the fact of how he's going about it. Would you agree, I guess?
Oh yeah,
with that?
I agree, because, you know, ever since the original Karate Kid, Daniel's always been a hothead. He's still a hothead.
That's definitely a big part of the problem here. Hold on, everybody. I'm trying to pull this up here. Page 2. I really should have had this set up. Well, what are you doing here? Oh, okay. I got it. There we go. Well, look, just so happened to pop up. So, what also backs up what I'm trying to say here is this is a comment taken from that exact clip on YouTube where this person says, I swear to God, this is Miyagi's soul talking to Daniel through this man. It has 9 likes on it. Now, a lot of people might be saying, well, Sensei, that is stupid to just look at a YouTube comment and take that as a credible source. But there were multiple comments on this video that said similar things, but this one happened to be the one that really stuck out the most to me, and it pretty much backed up what my theory was. Now, again, what my guest Sensei was just saying was that, you know, the writers of this show have carefully crafted it so well that everything means something. When something is shown, when something is brought up, it usually foreshadows something in the future or is a callback to the Karate Kid trilogy in one way or another, right?
Right.
So, hey, by the way, if I see we have 8 people watching, if there is anyone else who wants to speak up in the chat, feel free. You know, you are able to do that. And, of course, hit that like button down below if you love the Karate Kid and Cobra Kai. You know? So, also, I think it's pretty safe to say that, as JDW mentioned, that Mr. Miyagi would not approve of what Daniel's been doing, and as the guest Sensei mentioned, that, you know, Daniel's always been a hothead. I think that, like I said earlier, that Mr. Miyagi is still looking out for Daniel, and I think he's just concerned for him, you know, which is why, you know, what happened on the beach is what happened. And like I said, from my own personal experience with the spiritual realm, if you want to call it that, I feel like I have experienced things like this myself. Like, you know, if I was confused in life about something, and, you know, you're kind of just putting it out there, like you're saying a prayer or something, you know, like I'm not a religious person by any means, but when it comes to spiritual stuff, I do believe that there are guardians out there for maybe those that have passed, you know, family members or so, or friends, very close friends like Mr. Miyagi. You know, I do feel that he was looking out for Daniel and trying to steer him on the right path, because Daniel really you could tell Daniel really wants to help these kids. Sure, he loves that Johnny is the competition and he's trying to always one-up him, and we know Miyagi would not stand for that crap at all. However, I think Miyagi likes the fact that Daniel is trying to help these kids defend themselves, because what is the first rule of Miyagi-Do karate?
Karate is for defense only.
And what is the second rule of Miyagi-Do karate?
To learn rule number 1.
That's right. What's up, John BZN? Welcome to the chat. So basically, at the end of the day, everybody, I do feel that this is absolutely confirmed that this is Miyagi talking through this fisherman, because during the whole conversation, Daniel even says, you know, you're a lot more like my friend than I thought.
Yeah.
You know, and how he says, you know, if you have something worth, you know, worth biting or
right.
whatever, the fish will come
to you. Yeah.
Right. And I think that can be applied just in general in life with anything, you know, even this YouTube channel from, you know, it's just, we've been doing this for 3 or 4 months now or whatever. And we've gotten over half of 1,000 subscribers. We're at 532 or whatever, you know, and it's been taking time, but, you know, it's been growing slowly but surely. You know, it's an off time, right? You know, that's why there's not a lot of people out there right now. But I know that as soon as Cobra Kai Season 3 trailers start dropping, I'm sure we're going to start getting some new people, which is why the Fisherman, a.k.a. Miyagi, is saying to be patient, because good things come to those who wait, is what it comes down to. Like, you know, would you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
No, yeah. I mean, I think you said it perfectly.
Yeah. So here's our question to all of you students out there. Do you think that this was Mr. Miyagi in this man's form in the present day, trying to reach out to Daniel to send him a positive message of encouragement that being patient is what was really what matters most, you know? Because I think it is. I definitely think it is, for sure. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel here with that post notification bell on if you enjoy the Cobra Kai web series, and if you enjoy just the Karate Kid in general. So we'd appreciate that. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. And if you wouldn't mind on your way out, just hit that little like button down below. We'd greatly appreciate it. And anything else you'd like to throw in here, guest sensei, about anything?
No, I mean, I think we said it.
I think one last question for you guys and the guest sensei. Do you think we'll see this Fisherman again in season 3?
It's possible. I think so.
I would say it's pretty plausible. What do you guys think? Students, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here on the Bonsai Kai Dojo. And until next time, strike first, strike hard, no mercy, and until next time, class is dismissed. We gotta work on that, but we're pretty close. Students, quiet and subscribe. We'll see you next time.